Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So from today I am going to start a one-shot series for the SSC MTS exam 2025 and I hope this series will definitely be helpful for you. So please watch the complete video, and if you are new to my channel, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Also you can get PDF from my Telegram channel, the link in the description. Alright, so let's start the video. And the first question, which is the only Indus Valley Civilization site where evidence of plowed field has been discovered? Option number D is the correct answer, Kalibangan. Kalibangan is located in Rajasthan on the bank of Ghaggar River, ancient Saraswati. Lothal, located in Gujarat, was the only artificial dockyard or port city. Mohenjo-daro means Mound of the Dead in Sindhi. The Great Bath and the Bronze Dancing Girl were found at Mohenjo-daro. Dholavira is known for its giant water reservoir and a unique three-part division of the city. The Harappan script was pictographic and remains undeciphered. Harappan used weights and measured in multiples of 16. Question number 2. The term Gavishti mentioned in the Rigveda refers to? Option number C. Search for cows. Cattle or Gau was the most important form of wealth during the Rigvedic period. The society was primarily pastoral and semi-nomadic. The king's power was checked by tribal assemblies, Sabha, Council of Elders, and Samiti, General Assembly. The chief deities were Indra, Purandar or warrior god, and Agni, fire god. The Rigvedic river Parushani is modern Ravi. 3. Which Veda is also known as the Book of Chants and is important for Indian music? Option number C. Samved. The priest who chants the Samved hymns is called Udgatri. Rigved is the oldest Ved, 10 mandals and has 1028 hymns. Yajurved deals with the sacrificial formulas and rituals, Shukla and Krishna divisions. Atharvaved contains spells, charms and medical knowledge. The Upanishad, Vedanta, also known as Vedanta, contains philosophical doctrines. 4. The famous Battle of 10 Kings, Dasarajan Yuddha, was fought on the bank of which river? Option number C. Parushni or Ravi. The battle is mentioned in the 7th mandal of the Rigved. The battle was fought between the Bharat clan led by the king Sudas and a confederacy of 10 tribes. The victory established the dominance of the Bharat clan. The sacred Gayatri mantra is found in the 3rd mandal of the Rigved. Very important details. 5. Which deity is lost his prominence during the later Vedic period? Option number C. Indra. Prajapati, creator, Vishnu, preserver, and Rudra, Shiva, become the chief deities. Kingship became hereditary and territorial states, Janapads, emerged. The power of Sabha and Samiti declined and the Varna system became rigid in the later Vedic period. I am talking about. The center of culture shifted to the Ganga Yamuna Doab region. 6. The two main sects of Jainism, Shwetambar and Digambar, split during the first Jain council, which was held at? Option number C. Patliputra. The split occurred due to a massive famine. The Shwetambar white-clad sect was led by Sthulbhadra. The Digambar sky-clad or naked sect was led by Bhadrabahu. The core Jain doctrine are Anekantaved, pluralism, and Shadaved, the relativity of knowledge, Sadveda, and Mahavira was the 24th Tirthankar. And the last. 7. Gautam Buddha delivered his first sermon known as Dhammachakra Pravartan, turning of the wheel of law at? Number D. Sarnath. He attained Nirvan, enlightenment, at Bodh Gaya. He died Mahaparinirvan, also known as, at Kushinagar. The sacred Text are the three Pitaks, Shutta, Vinay, Abhidhamma Pitak, written in Pali language. His teachings are centered on the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. 8. Which ancient Mahajanapad was a republic, Ganasangha, unlike the other which were mostly monarchies? Which ancient Mahajanapad was a republic? Option number D, Vajji. Malla was the only other prominent republic among the 16 Mahajanapad. The period of 16 Mahajanapad, 6th century BC, is known as the second urbanization. Magad monarchy ultimately absorbed all the territories. 9. Who was the founder of Nanda dynasty, the last dynasty to rule Magad before the Mauryas? Option number C, Mahapadananda. He is credited with annihilating all rival Kshatriya dynasties and adopted the title Ekrat, sole sovereign. Dhanananda was the last ruler of Nanda dynasty. Alexander's invasion 326 BC occurred during the reign of Dhanananda. 10. The ancient Indian text Arthashastra, a treatise on statecraft, was authored by number B, Kautila, Chanakya or Vishnugupta, the same. Kautila was the Prime Minister and Chief Advisor of Chandragupta Maurya. The text details the Saptanga theory, 7 limbs of the state and administration. It is a major source for Mauryan polity and economy. 11. The Greek ambassador Megasthenes visited the court of which Mauryan emperor? Option number B, Chandragupta Maurya. Megasthenes wrote the book Indica, which survives only in fragments. Chandragupta Maurya defeated Seleucus Nicator, Megasthenes' sender, in 305 BC. He was referred to as Sandrakotas in Greek accounts. Chandragupta Maurya adopted Jainism and died in Shravan-Belagala. 12. Which rock edict of Ashoka described the horrors and repentance associated with the Kalinga War? Option number C, Rock Edict 13. Sorry, it's 13. The Kalinga War 261 BC was a turning point leading to Ashoka's adoptions of Dhamma. Ashoka's edicts were mainly in Brahmi script and Prakrit language. Rock Edict 12 deals with the religious tolerance and respect for all sects. He appointed official called Dhamma Mahamatras to propagate Dhamma. 13. The Mauryan officer responsible for the collection of revenue and keeping accounts was known as? Option number C, Samahartha. Sannidhata was the chief custodian of the state treasury. Rajuka was the district magistrate combining revenue and judicial function. The Mauryan administration was characterized by centralization. 14. The last Mauryan ruler Brihadrat was assassinated by his commander-in-chief called? Option number C, Pushyamitra Sunga. The Sunga period saw a revival of Brahmanism and the performance of Ashwamedha sacrifices. The famous text Patanjali's Mahabhashya was written during this period. The Sunga dynasty was followed by the short-lived Kanva dynasty. 15. Which dynasty was the first in the Deccan region to establish its rule south of Vindhyas, famous for the Dakshina Pathapati? Option number C, Satavahanas. The founder was Simukh of the Satavahana dynasty. The greatest ruler was Gautamiputra Satkarni. They were known for issuing coin made of lead, sisha. Their official language was Prakrit and the script was Brahmi. 16. The famous physician Charak and the philosopher Nagarjun were patrons in the court of which Kushan king? Option number B, Kanishka. Kanishka started the Shaka era in 78 AD. He presided over the 4th Buddhist council in Kashmir, Kundalwan. He was a great patron of Mahayana Buddhism. His capital was Purushpur, Peshawar. 17. The Gandhara school of art, known for its Greco-Roman style, flourished in which region? Option number B, northwestern frontier, Peshawar or Takshila. It is blend of Indian and Greek Hellenistic style. It primarily focused on depicting Buddha in a human form with Hellenistic feature. The Mathura school was indigenous, using spotted red sandstone. 18. The earliest and most well-known corpus of Tamil literature, consisting of poems and epics, is collectively known as number B, Sangam literature. The literature was patronized by the Pandyas in the three main assemblies, Sangams. The two famous epics are Silappatikaram by Ilango Adigal and Manimekkalai by Sattanar. The political powers were the Cholas, Cheras and the Pandyas. Movendar, triumvirate. Tolkappiyam is the oldest extant Tamil grammar work. It's very important. 19. Which South Indian ruler is famously mentioned in the Ahal inscription of defeating King Harshavardhan? Option number B, Pulakeshin II. The inscription was composed by his court poet Ravikirti. The battle took place on the banks of Narmada river. The Chalukya capital was Badami or Vatapi. 20. The philosophical doctrine of Shunyavad, doctrine of emptiness, within Mahayana Buddhism was propagated by which scholar? Shunyavad. Option number C is the correct answer, Nagarjuna. He founded the Madhyamika school of Buddhism. He is often referred to as the second Buddha or the Indian Einstein. The other major Mahayana school is Yogacara, founded by Asanga and Vasubandhu. 21. The Gupta ruler who was known as the Kaviraj, king of poets and Vikramanka is Vikramanka. Option number B, Samudragupta. He was titled the Napoleon of India by historian Vincent A. Smith. His military campaigns are detailed in 11th pillar inscription by Harishan. His coins show him playing the veena, indicating his patronage of music. He performed the Ashwamedha sacrifice. 22. The Chinese traveler Fa Hien visited India during the reign of which Gupta emperor? Option number B, Chandragupta II. He defeated the Sakas, western satraps, and adopted the title Vikramaditya. His court was adorned by the Navaratnas, 9 gems, including Kalidas. His reign is considered the peak of the Golden Age. 23. The renowned Sanskrit playwright Kalidas authored the play Avigyan Shakuntalam and the epic poem Meghdootam is the court of which king? Option number C, Chandragupta II. Kalidas is famously known as the Shakespeare of India. His other major works include the epic Raghuvansham and the play Malavikagni Mitra. Other major literary figures were Vishakadatta, Mudra Rakhash, and the Sudrak Michakatik. Vishakadatta Mudra Rakhash and Sudrak Michakatik. 24. The famous iron pillar in Qutub Minar complex, noted for its rust resistance composition, is related to the achievements of which king? Option number B, Chandra, identify as Chandragupta II. The pillar showcases the high level of Gupta metallurgy and scientific knowledge. The pillar is located at Mehroli, Delhi. 25. The famous Buddhist learning center Nalanda University was established by which Gupta ruler? Option number B, Kumargupta I. Yuan studied here during the 7th century AD. Nalanda was a major center for Mahayana Buddhism. The university was destroyed by the Bhaktir Khilji in 12th century AD. Vikramshila University was founded by the Pal king Dharmapal. Very important details. 26. In Gupta administration, the Bhukti referred to which administrative unit? Option number C, province is the correct answer. The provincial head was called as Uparik. A Vishya district was headed by a Vishyapati. The smallest unit was gram, village, headed by Gramika. 27. The term for forced labor in the Gupta period, which was a source of income for the state, was option number B, Vishti. The Gupta period saw an increase in the practice of land grants to the Brahmins. Vag 1/6 of the produce was the main land revenue tax. Hiranya was the tax paid in gold or cash. 28. Which ancient school of Indian philosophy is known for its materialistic and aesthetic views, rejecting the authority of the Vedas? Option number D, Charvak Lokayatta. It is a Gnostic, heterodox school of philosophy. It accepts only perception as a valid source of knowledge. The other six schools, Shankha, Yog, Nyay, Vaisheshik, Mimamsa, Vedanta, are Astik. 29. The mathematician and the astronomer who wrote Aryabhatya and the first proposed that the earth rotates on its own axis was number B, Aryabhatta. He is credited with the invention of zero and a decimal system. He accurately calculated the value of pi. Varhami wrote Brihad Samhita, an encyclopedia of astronomy and botany. Sushruta was the father of Indian surgery. 30. Which Gupta ruler successfully repulsed the invasion of Hunas and is often referred to as the savior of India? Option number D, Skandagupta. His victory over the Hunas is recorded in the Viteri pillar inscription. The Huna invasion severely weakened the later Gupta Empire. He was the last great ruler of the Gupta dynasty. 31. The Chinese traveler Huan Sang or Zhuangzang visited India and studied at Nalanda University during the reign of which North Indian ruler in the 7th century AD? Option number C, Harshavardhan. Huan Sang wrote the book Cuk, Records of the Western World. Harsha's biography Harshacharit was written by his court poet Vanbhatta. Harsha was defeated by the Chalukya king Pulakeshin II. Harsha authored the play Ratnavali, Priyadarshika and Nagananda. 32. The Pallab king who adopted the titles Mattavilas. The Pallava king who adopted the titles Mattavilas, drunkard in fun, and Vichitra Chitta, curious minded, was option number B, Mahendravarman first. He wrote the satirical play Mattavilas Prahashan. He initiated the Pallab rock cut temple architecture. He converted from Jainism to Shaivism under the influence of the saint Appar. 33. The shore temple at Mahabalipuram, built in the structural temple style Dravid architecture, was commissioned by which Pallab king? Number C, Narasimha Varman II, Rajsimha. Narasimha Varman first built the famous Raths monolithic temple at Mamallapuram. The Pallavas are considered the pioneers of the Dravid style of temple architecture. Their capital was Kanchipuram. 34. The Chola dynasty's local self-governance, famous for its village assemblies. It is described in which inscription? Number C, Uttar Merur inscription. The village assemblies were called General Assembly, and the Sabha, Brahmin Assembly. Rajaraja first built the magnificent Brihadashar temple at Thanjavur. Okay. Rajendra I conquered the territories of up to the Ganga and adopted the title Gangaikonda Chola. The Cholas were known for their dominant naval power. 35. The famous historical text Raj Sarangini detailing the history of Kashmir was written in 12th century by option number C, Kalhan. It is regarded as the first true historical work in India to follow a chronological order. It is written in Sanskrit. 36. The philosophical doctrine of Sayadvad Doctrine of the maybe or relativity of truth is associated with which religion? Option number B, Jainism. It is logical extension of Anekantavad, the many-sidedness of the reality. Jainism advocates for the three jewels, three ratna: right faith, right knowledge, right conduct. 37. The Hindu philosopher and the theologian who founded the Advaita Vedanta school of thought, emphasizing the non-duality of the soul and Brahman, was Advaita Vedanta. Number C, Adi Shankaracharya, Advait Vedanta. He established four mathas in the four corners of India. Example, Sringeri, Puri, etc. He played a crucial role in the revival of Hinduism. Adi Shankaracharya. 38. The tripartite struggle for supremacy in North India 8th to 10th century AD was primarily fought between which three powers? Number B, Pals, Pratihar and Rashtrakut. The struggle was fiercely contested for control over the city of Kannauj. The Pals ruled Bengal, Bihar, founded Gopal. The Rashtrakuts ruled the Deccan and intervened frequently. 39. The great Sanskrit dramatist Bhavabhuti, known for the plays like Malati Madhav, was a court poet of which early medieval dynasty? Number B, Pratihars. The Pratihara were the main force that successfully resisted Arab invasion for centuries. The most famous Pratihar ruler was Mihir Bhoj. 40. The first great Indian empire to extend its control over the entire Indian subcontinent bearing the stream south was the Number B, Mauryan Empire. It was the largest political entity in ancient India under Ashok. The empire was established by the Chandragupta Maurya after defeating the Nandas. 41. The terms Vartak and Hiranya in the Gupta period administration referred to? Number C, taxes paid in cash or produce. Gupta gold coins were called dinaras. Gupta silver coins were called rupakas. 42. Which foreign influence led to the introduction of Yavanika cartoon in the Indian theatre? Number C, Greeks. This shows the cultural intermingling in the post-modern period. The Greek influence on sculpture is the most notable in Gandhara school of art. 43. The first metal to be used by humans in ancient India was? Number C, copper. The use of iron began in the later Vedic period. The Harappan civilization is classified as a Bronze Age civilization. 44. The famous Harappan seal depicting a maid deity surrounded by animals identified as a prototype of the Shiva Pashupati is found at? Number C, Mohenjo-daro. The seal shows a seated figure surrounded by four animals: elephant, tiger, rhinoceros and buffalo. The most commonly depicted animal on Harappan seals is unicorn. They worshipped the mother goddess's fertility cult. 45. The famous Charak Samhita, an important treatise on Ayurveda, deals primarily with? Option number B, medicine. Charak was the court physician of Kanishka. Shushrut Samhita is famous for its detailed chapters on surgery. And Shushrut was called the father of surgery. 46. The philosophical school that advocated for the theory of Antya, impermanence, and Anatta, no soul, is? Number B, Buddhism. The doctrine of Shanikavad, momentariness, is central to this concept. The ultimate goal is Buddhism is nirvana, cessation of sufferings. 47. The second Buddhist council was held at Vaishali under the patronage of which king? Option number C, Kalashoka. First council was under Ajatashatru, Rajgriha. The third council was under Ashok, Patliputra. The fourth council was under Kanishka at Kashmir, Kundalvan. But yet the oldest known learning center where Chanakya was a professor, which flourished primarily before the Mauryan Empire was dash. Option number B, Takshila. It was a major learning center for all three major religions and secular subjects. Patanjali and Parini were also associated with this center. Nalanda was established later during the Gupta period. Part 9. The two major mountain passes that facilitated trade and invasion into the Indian subcontinent in ancient times were the Bolan Pass and the option number B, Khyber Pass. Alexander and the many early invaders entered India through these northwestern passes. These passes were crucial for the Silk Road trade network. 50. The Rashtrakuta dynasty, a major power in the Deccan, was founded by number C, Danti Durga. Rashtrakuta king Krishna first built the magnificent monolithic Kailash temple at Ellora. They were a key player in the tripartite struggle. Their capital was Malkhet. 51. Which early Magadhan ruler is credited with being the first to employ the use of elephants in warfare, making his army superior? Option number B, Ajatasattu. Ajatasattu annexed the republics of Vajji and Koshal by using a massive army. He used two new weapons, the Rathamushal, a chariot with scythes, and Mahasilakantak, a catapult. He convened the first Buddhist council at Rajgir. His father Bimbisara founded the Haryang dynasty and was a contemporary of Buddha. 52. Which ruler of the Vakataka dynasty married Prabhavati Gupta, the daughter of the Gupta Emperor Chandragupta II, establishing a crucial political alliance? Option number B, Rudrasena II. The Vakatakas were a powerful dynasty ruling in the Deccan, modern Maharashtra and MP. This matrimonial alliance secured the Gupta's southern frontier and helped Chandragupta II in his campaign against Shakas. Prabhavati Gupta acted as the regent for her minor sons, and after Chandragupta II's death, the Vakataka kingdom was known for patronizing cave art, particularly at Ajanta. 53. The Indo-Greek ruler who converted to Buddhism and is famously discussed in the Buddhist text, Milinda Panha. Question of Milinda is number C, Menander 1 or Milinda. The Milinda Panha records the dialogue between the king Menander and the Buddhist monk Naksen. Menander was a ruler of the Indo-Greek kingdom, Yavanas, in the northwest, 150 BC. The Indo-Greeks were the first to issue coins with the names and portraits of the kings. He ruled from his capital at Shakal, modern Sialkot. 54. Which powerful Pal king established the famous Vikramshila University and revived the glory of the dynasty in the 8th century AD? Number B, Dharmapal. Dharmapal was the son of Gopal, the founder of the Pal dynasty, Bengal. Vikramshila University was another Buddhist center, primarily for Vajrayan Buddhism. Dharmapal was a key participant in the tripartite struggle for Kannauj. He was succeeded by his son Devpal, who extended the empire further. 55. The title Gajavetkara, one who conquered and slew elephants, was adopted by which South Indian king? Number B, Karikal, early Chola. Karikal was the most famous king of the early Chola Sangam period. He is credited with building the massive embankment dam on the Kaveri river. The title refers to his prowess in the Battle of Venni. The early Chola capital was Puhar, Kaviripattinam. The early Chola capital was Puhar, Kaviripattinam. 56. Which ruler of Satavahana dynasty is mentioned as the destroyer of the Sakas, Yavanas, or Pallavas, Parthians? Number C, Gautamiputra Shatkarni. His achievements are recorded in the Nasik inscription by his mother Gautami Balashri. He revived the glory of the Satavahanas after their decline. He adopted the unique of Ek Brahman, sole protector of the Brahmins. He was also known as the Trisa Trisamudra Pitavahan, Trisamudra Pitavahan, whose horses drank the water of three seas. 57. The famous ruler Kharvela, whose life and achievements are detailed in the Hathigumpha inscription, belong to which dynasty? Option number C, Chedi of Kalinga. Kharvela was a powerful king of Kalinga, modern Odisha, in the 1st century BC. The Hathigumpha inscription located near Bhubaneswar is written in the Magadhi Prakrit language and Brahmi script. He was a great patron of Jainism. The inscription details his conquest over Magad and South India. 58. The Rashtrakuta king who defeated the Prathiyar king Nagavatta II and built the magnificent Kalash temple at Yeloda was option number B, Krishna first. The Kalash temple is a massive monolithic single rock cut temple dedicated to the Lord Shiva. The Rashtrakutas were one of the three powers in the tripartite struggle. The dynasty was founded by Dantidurga. Amagvarsha was another famous Rashtrakuta king whose authored the Kaviraj Marg. 59. Which Gupta ruler was succeeded by his younger brother Chandragupta II, according to later literacy tradition, suggesting a brief dynastic struggle? Option number B, Ramagupta. The story of Ramagupta is primarily known for the Sanskrit play Devi Chandraguptam by Vishakadatta. The play suggests, you can read it. 60. Which ruler, often called the second Ashok, was a great patron of Buddhism and convened the 4th Buddhist Council in Kashmir? Number B, Kanishka. He is called the second Ashok due to his great patronage of Buddhism, especially Mahayana. He started the Shaka era in 78 AD. 4th Buddhist Council saw the split Buddhism into Mahayana and Hindu sects. His court was adorned by scholars like Ashoka and Nagarjuna. So that's all for today, and thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope this video will definitely be helpful for you. So also you can download PDF from my Telegram channel, the link in the description. Alright, keep watching, keep learning, see you in the next video. Thank you.